I received a couple of questions about formatting and research for this assignment, so I thought I'd make a brief video to hopefully clarify any of the issues or concerns that you have. So first, let me clarify that really in this assignment you have two types of research. The first type is the type that's all over the analytical section, and that's the actual research about the discourse that you've chosen to analyze. And so that's where you're providing the screenshots or the hyperlinks or the direct quotations that are coming from your chosen discourse. And so those are the examples of the discourse in action, so to speak. And for many of you, you've already done this. I see these pictures, right, or hyperlinks in the work that you gave me last week. Now, in the second part of the assignment, you may have a piece of research, but it's not necessarily required, because in this part, really what you're interested in is you're just starting to pinpoint the values of the ideologies that exist in your discourse. And so that's more a demonstration of you drawing a conclusion than of doing any outside research. It could be there, but I'm not forcing it. Now, in the third section, the connection section, you do have some research that's coming in. And we can probably break that into two pieces. Number one, you're going to have outside examples of other discourses that are related to yours. And so if you were talking about GNC, like in the example, then you may start to pinpoint other discourses that are similar to GNC, and you're going to give examples of the language or symbols that are used in that discourse. And so I might see some more of those screenshots or direct quotations. The other type of research that you're going to have in the connection section of your paper is that research that's really outside sources that are saying something about the values or the ideologies or the concepts that you've come to. And so for us, what that means is that you're going to pull from credible sources. And so let me pinpoint this. When I say credible sources here, I am not talking about scholarly or academic research. I'm not saying that anyone needs to go onto JSTOR and find this academic journal article and pull from there. You can if you would like, but that's not really our aim. Our aim is to think about credible, popular newspapers, magazines, maybe academic websites, professors' websites, TED Talks from experts, these sorts of places where we can get the discussion of the values or the ideologies or the concepts, but they're likely going to be in terms that would be understood for a lay audience. And so I've given you kind of a list of things to consider here. I put newspapers, magazines, academic websites, materials, maybe even your own textbooks from other classes. That's always a great spot to start. You can think of government websites, the speeches, and of course, for some of you, you can easily bring Fishing for Fools into this because there's some excellent information in there about kind of the free market. So I hope that this clarifies a little. I have no problem if you want to hop on Google and find your sources that way, as long as they're credible, and so you're looking for the .govs and the .edus. And if you are using a .com, you're making sure that there's some expertise or credibility that's been established by the author of the site. Of course, if you want, you can also use our database, and you can go to the library, click on research, go to the databases. I suggest you go by subject. And for an assignment like this, I think the best spots for you would be the materials that we have here under New and Current Affairs, so you can click More. Or over here, the general topics, and if you click here, it'll take you to sites like EBSCOhost, etc. So you can go there. Let me come back over here. Oh, it loaded now. You can go to these sites here, which pull from popular magazines and newspapers, and I think that that will work well. Now, somebody else asked about MLA formatting. And I'm not demanding that you guys MLA format this paper. And my thinking is as follows. I think it's important to be fair to the sources that you're bringing in, but MLA is a very specific type of formatting used in very specific disciplines like English and the humanities, and I don't see this assignment as necessarily being an English assignment or a humanities assignment. It's far more of a general ed assignment that I hope helps you kind of sharpen your arguments and helps you see how popular works function, right? You're analyzing these discourses that you're finding. And so I want you to, in a sense, consider using a popular style. You can write, you can give credit to the materials that you're using, you can give us access to the sources that you're bringing in, but I'm not going to force an academic format on this assignment. In our next assignment, you will be writing in a more academic format. So I hope that that clarifies a little bit. If you have any specific questions, as always, let me know. Take care.